everybody, you're back in my hometown with me in Manoa. It's too gloomy to film at Green Lake, so I'm going to try that tomorrow. But this behind me is the Green Walk Bridge in Manoa, and I'm going to do your deceased loved one reading here because this is where my friend Doug Buskey died when we were in high school, right over. The train's actually coming, but right here on these tracks. This fence was not here. It was put up because of my friend Doug. And I'm going to walk you across this green bridge and show you his plaque, which is on the other side. And I'm going to go back up and do a deceased loved one. But I'm going to get up here so you can see the train like you saw it when I was a kid. Hold on. Okay, I don't want to miss it, but we're going up. At the top, it's like it's right under your feet. Hope you can see it. I'm self-shooting right now, folks, and I'm holding all the gear myself, so I'm dying. Oh my god, one more. This is not living in a train town, it's like, guys. Look at my feet. We used to ride our bikes up to do this part because there was 3 big ass ramps. Stop at the bottom, catch yourself, and then you have to do it again. My inner child is coming out today, and you're having fun with me on my day off. I love the down, but the train isn't really moving that fast, so it's kind of a boring one to show you. But loud and it's noisy and it was exciting, and you get a different train every day. Like the fast ones usually come on this one, like the Amtraks, and I love it because I was like, and it shakes this whole thing like it's an earthquake. Like they had to, it's really rusty looking, and they added lights on it, but when I was a kid there was no lights at night. This was dark, so guess where we all were? Sneaking out, smoking weed and cigarettes, and drinking on this bridge all night long because it was dark. And when the police went by, we would just hide at the top, like on the opposite side the cop would park. We'd all sneak up to where they're all standing up there, and we'd wait. If he was coming up, then we'd quietly scoot down the other side, wait for them to leave, and then come back to the green bridge. It's pretty central, but it's really rusty. There you go. Amtrak! Like I manifested that shit for you guys. What? No, just kidding. I'm not that good, but damn, Spirit is. Down here was more trees and stuff. They cut it back for yards, so that was helpful to hide the parties. But yeah, I grew up in a train town, but unfortunately, the sad part of Doug's story. As you can see, I said earlier there was no fence, so he lived right over here on the street. So every day he would cut across these tracks. And what people don't realize about trains is on foggy days, like really thick, oh my god, I'm dying. Pause. No wait, fuck it. I got this. But anyway, on foggy days, the train light makes the train look like it's a lot farther than it is. So they thought they had enough time to just scoot across, which isn't that far if you look at it. not that far. Quick jog, you're across the tracks, right? Well, and he was the track star, okay? Like the track star of our school. But he had been partying that night, and he was with my friend Mark Owens, who is also deceased, and we're also presenting him here because he grew up with us, and he was here with Doug. He was the only one here with Doug that night. They were both together. Mark died 2 years ago. I like to picture them both here together, but anyway, he got hit by a train. It was brutal. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but let's just say that they had to pick him up in several areas. So this whole place was blocked off. We were all out here with candles crying, but I'm gonna walk you down to his plaque. It was put up when they didn't do it until after we graduated. I think it was a few years after he died, but it's been here ever since, and every time I come home, I always come here and touch it and say hi, Dougie, because Doug was my first kiss ever, like in the whole world. We weren't destined as lovers, we were meant to be friends, but he will forever be my first, smooch. So he's special to me, but this is Doug. Husky! Hello, Dougie! This is a picture, I hope you can see it, of what he looked like. It's pretty realistic. I mean, dust it off for you. I hope you can see it. The light sucks. I'll read it for you. It says, "Now that I'm gone, remember me with smiles and laughter. And if you need to cry, cry with your brother or sister who walks in grief beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give to them what you give to me. There are so many who need so much. I want to leave you something much better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or helped in some special way. Let me live in your heart as well as in your mind. You can love me most." He's pranking me, I swear to God. Also known for stealing my broom that I made for 2 hours and then ran off and was like, I don't know what happened. Because he didn't want to stand there and hold it all day. Because I was bossy. So he's getting me back, I feel like. love God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength. I'll see you on the other side, Deb. That's why I always say that. See you on the other side. And Mark, we were a little bit of a trio, but these two are the dynamic duo, Mark and Doug. I wish that they would put Mark right there. Mark, unfortunately, he drowned in a place I can't get to film. It was an accidental drowning, unfortunately. But I like to picture them both here together. But I'm going to let these guys pass, and I will do the reading very soon. I'm going to cut it here and do a separate video for the reading. Toodaloos!